Hello you, and welcome to Vanilla Railroad for Beginners and Factorio version 0.17, episode 16, the one where we work on blue science. My name is Satchmo. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video and hang out with me. At the end of last video, or in last video, you saw me destroy a bunch of bugs. And well, here's the handiwork of all that. I had to kind of edit it between this video and last video, so that's where I got pretty far out. You see the pollution's only spreading out this way. Of course, it's spreading a little bit more in this direction than it is in any other direction because of the dirt. It spreads more over dirt than it does over grass and forest land, because just like in real life, these trees kind of absorb some of the pollution. So yeah, it's kind of spreading a little bit more into this area, but now I've given myself plenty of space. From here on out, I don't think I'll have to do a big push like that anymore. I think I'll probably make like a artillery train that comes around and just destroys them from afar. That'll be kind of fun. I haven't actually done an artillery train before, so I'm looking forward to that. But before we go any further, let me finish doing some cliff explosive stuff. Let's just take yay mini. I don't think I'll need as many as I anticipated. Let me cap that off. Of course, it's not producing anymore because I haven't put steel barrels in there yet, but that's okay. Let me go ahead and destroy just a little bit that's kind of surrounding my base. Like I said, this episode we're going to work on blue science, which I think is what's called productivity science or something now. They've changed the name. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Chemical science pack. So I'll do chemical science, and that is going to allow me to do well, a bunch of stuff that I need. The most important, kind of the most pressing thing, is it's going to allow me to get advanced chemical processing. In advanced chemical processing, let's just take a look at the map real quick. Let me try to find the right button on my keyboard. Okay. Oh, something else I had to do, you didn't see on screen, is that I ran out of petroleum oil because the factories couldn't produce any more because they had produced too much light fuel and light oil and heavy oil. So I had to do something kind of cheaty, and I kind of hate it, but I expanded these to give me more room, and then I also made a couple factories that turned those respective oils into solid fuel. And these boxes can be expanded if I need to use more. This is a temporary fix. I really hate it, but it is what it is. In fact, you can see that these tanks are already filled again. So I still have some petroleum gas, but I really need to work on blue science like pronto. With blue science, again, with the processing, the blue science is going to allow me advanced chemical processing, and what that's going to allow me to do is to use these chemical factories to convert these two products also into petroleum. So it's going to make it kind of so everything leads to petroleum, which is really the stuff that you need. And once I have that, I won't be running into problems running out of petroleum anymore. So okay, so I've used the cliff explosives to clear out a little bit more area for myself. Now I have plenty of room to expand. Of course, the biters are at bay. I can clear this real fast. And oh yeah, not a rocket launcher. There we go. Cool. So let me use my little card, and we'll get started on blue science. I don't have a specific way that I do blue science, and I'm not going to use a blueprint for it, so I'm going to have to kind of wing it. We'll leave this alone for now. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll come back and add to that later. You know something else I want to do? No, let's do blue science first, and then I'll do solar, because I have a bunch of solar set up too. I just wanted to make sure that I had enough green circuits to satisfy the red circuits, because I need solid fuel, advanced circuits, and engine units for chemical science packs. And I'm going to probably try to do them kind of like I did over here, where the three products are made kind of individually and then mixed together, as opposed to more like a direct insertion type thing. So first thing, I want a whole factory of red circuits anyway, so I'm not going to make the red circuits part of the blue science design. So I can go ahead and put those right here, the red circuits. Give myself plenty of room. In fact, I'll go ahead and pull one of these up so I can kind of see what my spacing can look like. That's a little far. Yeah. So they're not going to be with the Bmax distance. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Red circuits, which are what actually called advanced circuits, they need plastic, copper, and green circuits. So it's kind of funny that they would need copper and green circuits, because of course green circuits are made from copper, so you'd think that whatever makes this advanced would just, well, I guess it needs more copper, I don't know. So I need to make some copper, and then I can import the electronic circuits and the plastic bars. So I'll probably use kind of a similar trick that I've been doing, where I use 2 lanes, 2 belts coming in, and then I output on 1 belt. So, well, maybe not. Let me think about that just one more second. It takes 6 seconds. So yeah, red-handed inserters are going to be fine. And it needs 4 copper cables. Okay. So I'll input. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So let's make a couple factories of copper. Really don't know how many. I'm gonna start with 2 copper wire, and this will be an input-output thing. So let me get my main bar back. So I'll, pull in on one side and push out on the other. Something like yay, which means that I need copper on the inside of this lane. In fact, I can just do it right there, I think. There's no reason not to. You know what? I don't see any reason why I can't just do this, because this factory isn't going to be running all the time. So it's kind of weird, but it saves me from having to pull a ton of stuff off the belt all the time. So there we go. I got one of the main ingredients, and then the other 2 can go here. So yeah, I could also pull this one off, but then now it's getting a little too much. So I'm not going to. I refuse. So let's do that. And yeah, let's pull these ingredients off. So circuitry right here. I can pull you womp, and I can pull you womp like that. Right, this is the end of it. So you're plugged in, and you're plugged in. Oh, no, you're not. Now you are. This is a little bit nearsighted, as you can tell, because of the copper, and I've only put 2 here, and then I've immediately gone to this. But if I need to, I can just kind of convert these recipes into copper again, and then put more circuits on the other side. I can also kind of flip this whole thing around and draw off of this side on this side, like put more here, and then use long-handed to grab them from here. Kind of like I'm doing with the green circuits, I can do that as well, and then just all I'd have to do is put another copper line on the top. So it's a little nearsighted, but it is not, the end of the world. I think. So there we go, those are pulling in, those are pulling out, pushing out. The long-handed can go on the right side, and the fast can go on the inside. Alright, sorry, quick edit while I had a call from my mother. Let me, yep, these guys can output. And why aren't you working? Oh, because I don't have, yeah, of course. There we go. And I'll definitely need more than just 2, because these guys take 6 seconds. So let's double that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 6 would be 1 a second. Well, we'll just do that for now. Boom and boom. In. Out. There we go. Can you get all that you need in terms of the copper? It looks like you can. This should be okay. Something I'll do here. Just eat these real quick because I need them. And I could do that just to merge them like I need to. And because it gives me room to come out, so. There we go. And then red circuits are now on the bus. At least some of them. Yep. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So okay, red circuits are working. I can take the petroleum and convert it into the solid fuel that I'll need for my blue factory, which I guess my blue factory is going to go here. Oh, there's really no reason I can't just do it here, so it's kind of, well, there is a reason. It's because I don't want to have to carry the science on the other side of the belt. But that's not really that big a deal. I can just go underneath the belt if I want to carry it over. It'd be, well, whatever. Let's think about it. What are the other ingredient? Engine units. And engine units are going to need, I'll look it up here while I'm walking over there. Steel, iron gears, and pipes. How am I doing it over here? Because I am making engine units right here. Yeah, I'm making designated, of course. So yeah, I'll probably do what I'm doing here, where I'll run one factory of pipes along the back side, and then I will input 3 lanes and output on the 4th lane is what I'll do. And then I'll merge that 4th lane with one of the other 2 ingredients. That sounds about right to me. So let's do that. How many do I need? This is going to make 2 every 24 seconds. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Yeah, so I need a lot of these guys. Ouch. That would be 12 to make 1 a second. Because they make 2, right? Well, I mean, I guess I should. Okay. Let's carry all this up. Yeah, let's carry everything up. Yep. Okay. Oh, because I didn't, No, okay, then that's fine, There we go, that's going under, that's working up. These guys can go straight. One more time. There we go. And this goes up, and then the other 3 lanes here are chemicals. I'll go ahead and grab those 2 while I'm thinking about it. Oh, those are way back here. But I will need them. All the way up. Cool. Now I've got everything kind of accessible. Oh yeah, because that filled up with the thing. I can start... Nah, I'm gonna leave that alone for now. I'm definitely gonna have more input soon, too. That's a big thing to think about. Cool, so one of the 3 ingredients is already done. Am I gonna do it on the right side or the left side? That's the question. I think I'm gonna do it on the left side. I think I'm gonna keep the right side for more of the kind of chemical-based stuff. which I guess I'm gonna count plastic as for this side, but I think I'm gonna leave everything else over here. I don't want to have these lanes of science like running way from down yonder. So, okay, let's think about the engine units first. That's kind of the hardest thing to figure out. I'm going to need 2 every 24 seconds. So, roundabout. And how long do these take to make? 10 seconds. So one machine. Wow, that is a lot. That is a lot. This is going to be one of those things of like just build a bunch, That's what it's going to have to take. How fast can I make gear? How many, one iron gear every 10 seconds? Okay, so one factory of iron gears and one factory of pipes would be plenty. Yeah, that'll be plenty. And then the steel. So really, I can just pull the steel and I can merge those two. I'm kind of talking to myself here, but I think something like this. Something like... Yeah, that's fine. So if this was my... Is that enough room? Let's find out. So like, I don't know, 1 iron gears, and then 1 pipe. Well, yeah, pipes. Doing this kind of number, and then I can output. Is that online? Yes. I can do that whole trick to make them go on one side. That'll help. Excuse me. And then that means that these guys can input here. And I can do the iron and steel on this one. Kind of just thinking through it. I do want to design some stuff on screen. So that's why we're doing this here. Yeah. Oops, I'm sorry. Bumped my microphone. I apologize. Hope that didn't sound too horrible. So let me go ahead and just kind of commit to that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Down, down. I'm sorry. In, feed you. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll just do 10 for now. I'm thinking that's too many. I think I may have done my math wrong. I can expand this. So I'm instead of just worrying about the math and the numbers and being all anal about it, I'm just going to build this many. And then, I can obviously expand if I need to. Also, I didn't leave room for steel, but I can fix that momentarily. So yeah, you guys are all that. If by momentarily, I mean right now. So, yeah, it doesn't matter what side what comes on. There you go, it's gonna go on the bottom so I can eat all this real quick. Screw it, I'll eat it all, and then I'll feed it to you, and you. And then steel, which actually means steel this time, as opposed to the other 9,000 times in this series that I've said steel and meant iron. I did not line that up properly. You go yum. Plug in. Cool. And then eat. Something like that. There's lamps because I just remember that I need lamps. That over, and then output on the right side. Why not? And that can merge with chemical, with the solid fuel that I'll need. Okay. Cool. Let's pull him. What's a good way to do this? I can do the... I can come up. Let me think, just 1 second. Let's come back further. You know, you can do it kind of like that kind of thing. So that way I can put my chemical factory right here, and then the rest of the signs that way. Yeah, that'll be a little bit weird, but it'll work. And let's run way down here. Not using my car to grab more belts. A bunch of belts. And what else while I'm here? Plenty. We're good on this. I don't even need these anymore. I should get rid of those. This is fine for now. I think this is fine. How about, yeah, factory? Yeah, okay, I'm good. Got a bunch of stuff in my inventory. Probably get rid of a bunch of stuff too, actually. This stone is taking up a lot of space. This stone is. I can get rid of that. Alright. And I don't think I need but like one. Let's see, how long does it take you? Oh, it takes you 2 seconds. That's kind of a lot. 2 seconds for one solid fuel. And then they require one every 24 seconds. I need, what, 12 machines. So, it's not too bad, really. Oh, I probably needed chemical plants while I was down there. Oh, no, I didn't. There they are, right here. Let's do that. Because all you need is the one input, so I can just, I can crunch them together. Oh, but I want this to be in between here, so. There we go, that's fine. Cool. They are going to output on that lane of the belt, and they are going to input, let's see. Just to use as much of that as I can. Like, there. There. No, wait, that's not it. Right there is not in line with the thing. Right there. Now that's a little frustrating because it's like just one tile off or 1 or 2 tiles off. It's probably not that big a deal if I do this. Cap that and then go that way. Yeah, something like that's fine. Is that right? 1, 2, yeah, okay, there we go. And are they producing? They are. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, those are the 3, well, I'll pull up the red circuits on the backside. So, yeah, and then I'll put on that side too. Excuse me. So they need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That seems like a lot. Oh, that's frustrating. I forgot that these guys aren't that big. Aren't big enough to really do that. Just move them all. Alright, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Oof. You can always rethink it later if something goes wrong. But I like my designs to be in line, as you can tell. I like these big, long, inline kind of designs. And it's all, you know, it's relatively expandable too. So that's always good. I will need, this is an input and output line. This would be red circuits on the inside and blue on the outside, or blue science on the outside. So that means I need to do, is it okay to merge it way back here? Yeah, it looks like it is. Something like that should be okay. Oh, my stomach's growling. Which means I can pull red circuits from there. Oh, oh, that was right. So red circuits are going inside, and then the outside, and all I need left is the inserters and the lamps. So, heat. And then in, out, in. In, out, in. I see you. Cool. That makes blue science. Alright, and then well, I needed to be a little bit further down to do the trick properly. That way. Come on that way. This will be on the bottom side, so I need to go to the top. And this isn't going to be a whole lot of storage, really. Like belt storage, you know, I like to have kind of some, you know, a little bit of a, well, that's going to be too close for the future. I'll probably be moving those science factories before too long anyway, honestly. Or the laboratories, I meant to say. So. You know what, for the time being, this is fine. I'll just leave the third guy here. In the future, I'll do the other two sciences, and it'll be different, but all this will probably move again. Or by then, I'll have bots, and I'll move them that way or something like that. But anyway, okay, so that's working. And what is the most important thing? Chemical processing. Advanced oil processing. It's going to allow me, it's going to change the ratio of water to, well, it's going to add that I need water to make petroleum and stuff now. But it's going to change the ratio at any rate. And then it's going to allow me to crack heavy to light oil and then light oil to petroleum. So essentially, all of the products become petroleum. So yes, I need that pronto. Research that immediately. And then what after that, I can do some roboports and worker robot speed. I'm not too fussed about the robots right now. Lab research would be good. More military would be good. Projectile damage and stuff would be kind of cool. But I'm not really planning on fighting those guys for a while. So yeah, I mean, you know, I guess the robots would be like kind of the next thing. There we go, worker robots. Braking force, make the trains go faster because they can brake more quickly, so they can run faster or longer before they have to stop, is the idea. There. This will allow me to get substations, which have a big radius of effect. And that's trash slots and logistics slots. When we get to the logistics network, you'll see what this means, but this allows me to get some more trash slots for that. I'll explain that when it happens. There we go, and we are researching blue science. Yeah, again, a little bit nearsighted in terms of the design here. I might need to add more engines. We'll see. If I see these stop working, I can just add more engines. I could also do the math. I showed you last episode or a few episodes ago. I have a spreadsheet that does this for me, and I could have easily just done that. But I wanted to focus more on kind of the design than the math of it today. So, and this is working well enough. Yep, this is working well enough. You know, another thing you can do too is that I can split this lane and bring it on the other side here, and then do a whole another row of blue science on this side, and then merge those two down too. So you can also essentially double all this, because I have a lot more room for engines. And then chemical can just like spin around. I can do more chemical here too. So a lot of this is actually expandable, so long as you don't mind kind of redesigning it just a little bit. So there you go. I don't think I'm going to be able to record another episode today, unfortunately. So I'm going to make this one just a little bit longer, just in case I don't get around to producing as many episodes this week as I'd like to. So the next thing to do would be to go ahead and hook up the oil processing area to look a little bit more like what it's ultimately going to look like. Where is my car? There it is. That stupid movie, Dude, Where's My Car? Like, I haven't seen it in ages, and I don't even really like it. And I still can't say Where's My Car without thinking of that movie. It's just like absolutely like permeated like culture and me personally. So, oh yeah, you know what? That's what I can do. Let's do that instead of. I was thinking about solar. Yeah, do I want to rip this up real quick and put solar down? No, this is almost done. Let's do the chemical processing, and then we'll do solar next episode. That'll be its own thing. It's me just putting down a bunch of solar. I don't want to get too excitable. All right. I think the ratio here is 8. There, I just finished, so it allows me to do these. So first of all, let's change this recipe from basic oil processing to advanced. Copy all that down. I'm gonna need a bunch of pipes, and I don't think I have enough. So before I back myself into a corner, let's just drive over here real quick and grab some pipes. All of you and half of you. That's plenty. Alright. I could also put solid fuel in my car to make the car go a little bit faster too, but I'm not that fussed about it. Alright, this is why I had this water running here a handful of episodes ago, is because I knew that I was going to need, I knew that this was going to happen. So let me go ahead and do this. Because now the oil processing requires water as part of the process. And I don't have water going down into... Oh, because I haven't put this in yet. That's fine. I was about to say I don't have water in storage. I typically like to keep some water in storage, but... I'll do that momentarily because I did grab a bunch of extra tanks. So there we go. All these popped on. Now it's converting a little bit more petroleum to how much oil it was producing. So it's just more efficient at producing petroleum. So that's good. Alright. Now I can... Well, let's just go ahead and do the water since I'm thinking about it. There, and there. One of these could be water, one of these is going to be lubricant. I've been making lubricant before too long. I don't need it right now, though. Let's do it right here. Let's see if I can get this thing right. How many? Was it 1, 2, 3? So 1, 2, 2, 3. That's not right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3. Something like that would be, you know, symmetric, I guess. Well, that's fine. So he can turn the corner. And then drag you down. You can be water because you're a little bit more in line with it. Turn and grab the thing from there. Boom. Now I've got some water storage, and this will be lubricant. Lubricant can go here in the future, not now. Okay, so now I'm storing water and I'm making the new chemical processing do thingy. I need, unfortunately, I forget the ratio. I think, I'll look it up in between episodes. I think it's 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's maybe 8 of those, and then 1 of these. I'll change it if I need to in the future. So 8 things turning light oil into petroleum, and 1 factory turning heavy oil into light oil. And there's a kind of an optimal way to do this. And I think that's what it is, but I'm not entirely sure. So 1, 2, 1, 2. I may not have placed these chemical factories in like the very best way. Water, and then the third one there. But we will find out momentarily, won't we? There we go. There. There. focus on this real quick. There. Okay. Light oil needs to be grabbed from... Oh, that's a little bit frustrating, but I can do that. No, I needed it right there. There we go. There we go. So now these guys are all working. And the heavy oil. You know what? I can actually grab the heavy oil from like here, but I think I'm going to put it a little closer to the tanks. There we go. There we go. So all of these will be, so the flow makes more sense. Okay, and all of them are working, correct? Well, they probably stopped now because they've produced the max, but yeah, that's good. All right, and then the outputs. So you need to. I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay. And light oil all the way down there. There we go. That's hooked up. And then heavy oil, or I'm sorry, petroleum. Stop. There we go. Okay. So petroleum should be increasing. Probably won't be working fast enough for you to... Oh, wait, hold on. I don't have it plugged into the main... the little network here. Yeah. There we go. Now that's going into the base properly. And if it doesn't, if I'm not drawing enough from the base, it should backflow back into here as storage. That's at least the idea. Or at very least, the stuff that this is producing will go into here and then continue this way. So these guys would be pretty much supplying the base, and this would be kind of buffer. Right? And then, yeah, so the idea is I want these always working. And they appear to be. Yeah. At least for now. There we go. I'll check the ratios on this, make sure, but it's really just a matter of kind of changing the recipes out if I need to. So there we go. And now I no longer need any of this business, but I'm not going to rip it up because I don't want all this in my inventory. Are you, let's see. He's losing oil, which is good. See in the bottom right hand corner, it's at 54K. It went down from 55. So yeah, there we go. He's draining crude oil, which means that everything, past that process is working, including but not limited to probably the main draw at the very moment, which is going to be the red circuits. It's going to be, oh, I don't have visibility there. Oh yeah, because I ripped up the satellite. I ripped the satellite last episode. Let's go back here and put down the satellite, and then let's just make sure everything else is working. I know I have one. There it is. Satellite, and then I'm looking on the map to see how to plug this in and still make it fill that gap. Look at that. There we go. There we go. Now I have coverage of pretty much the whole base. I actually just got coverage of the very last lane up here. It's kind of cool. I'll go ahead and expand that into this area shortly. But I don't really need visibility. It's not super pressing. I have to be kind of careful about driving over here now because I'm now pulling pipes around, but... There we go. Now, and I can see the problem. Here we are. I'm not producing enough engines because you can see if it's working all the way up to this point. So it looks like about half of them are working. So I think I was right earlier when I estimated that I would need whatever, 12 or whatever it was. So again, in my efforts to kind of expand this episode a little bit, I'm going to do that right now as well. Yeah, I should have trusted my gut on that. It's okay. And then in as well. And out. Here we go. Obviously, I won't see the effect of this for a while because it has, it has to craft and then it has to go on the belt and it has to go all the way over there. But that should help. That should help make produce this a little bit faster. Yeah, because only 3 of my factories are working. I can also put modules in these things here soon too, and that'll make this all work a little bit faster as well. So, the other important thing to think about is that now we're working back in the production chain from the, the more intense products to the less intense products. So now I need to make sure that I'm still producing enough pipes and gears to satisfy the requirements, and I appear to be. Yes, I appear to be. I can, yeah. This is why some people put gears on the bus as well, because you have to put these everywhere if you don't. But I don't mind that so much. Yeah, this is okay. Yeah, just looking at it. Let's see how far these engines are going down now. Obviously, it's eating more than it needs because it's building up a little bit of a buffer, so it's going to take a little bit for it to actually make its way all the way down. If it does. But anyway, now we've got all these working. Let's see. Anyway, I'm not going to stand here and stare at the factories. Yeah, okay, so we got Blue Science working. This is where we'll finish for today. If I need to go back and redo these ratios or fix might change the design a little bit, I can absolutely do that in the future. But as of today, I think that is a good little step. So we got red circuits working, we got Blue Science, and that is going to allow, well, it did allow us already to do the advanced chemical processing, which is going to, that's going to help out a lot with the chemical ratios and not producing too much oil. Another thing you can do with the oil is you can use it to feed flamethrowers, and the flamethrowers are really effective at killing the biters. It's really kind of cool to watch too. However, I have done a base in the past actually where I did flamethrowers all the way around, and just kind of let the biters come and attack me, and that was perfectly fine. But I'm obviously not doing that this time because I've pushed them out so far that they would just be sitting there idle. In fact, all of these turrets that I have, like, none of these have ever fired a bullet. So like these are completely redundant. But maybe one day in the future they won't be. You never know what's going to happen next. So I'm also producing a lot of pollution, but that will be the next episode, is I will finally rip these up and put down solar. So that'll be exciting. And then after that, I think we're actually going to be at the point where we're going to finally start tapping some of these other ones. So we're going to see more of a train network. So in the next episode, the 2 episodes from now, or 3, or maybe even 4, I will kind of reroute this train track, and then I'll be thinking about how to get my smelting columns in here and a stacker to organize where we're pulling all this ore in, and where we're actually producing it. What is this little dot over here? Must be a rock or something. See that pixel? Or I wonder what's under there. It must be this. It must be a little bit of stone. Interesting. So yeah, I'll be building a stacker and a little depot and everything else, and we'll see more trains and stuff in the future. But for now, the base is growing. It continues to expand. I filled in the right side of the bus, which is what I wanted. So, oh yeah, something else to look at is, am I producing enough circuits to meet the demand over here? And yes, I appear to be. So hopefully this will start backing up soon. It may not. I may be a parity. So I can expand some of this too and build some more red circuits. So cool. All right, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate any comments or suggestions or feedback in any way, shape, or form. And yeah, it all means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much one more time, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.